In this episode, we're diving into what life is like for POCF April Ostapchuk in Rhode Island. We first had April on the blog a few years ago when her fisherman was just 6 months into fishing. 4 years later, she's got some great advice for newbies, or greenhorns as we like to say, and POCF mamas out there. Let's meet April. I'm Megan, host of the Partners of Commercial Fishermen podcast. This show is dedicated to girlfriends, fiancés, and wives of commercial fishermen to connect and feel less alone. As we know, this lifestyle isn't for the faint of heart. So this is our space in the world to discuss the highs and lows of being in a romantic relationship with a fisherman. Because it's different than being a family member or friend. It just is. Join in to laugh, vent, and share stories with others who get your lifestyle. So what are you waiting for? Let's dive in. Hello, POCFs, and welcome to another episode. I'm so grateful to introduce you to April Ostapchuk from Rhode Island. April and I have known each other virtually for several years now. She actually also has an interview on the blog. She was one of the first to share her life with us on the blog. And I think you were probably 6 months, or your fisherman was 6 months into fishing back then. So now he is like several years under his belt.
4 years now.
How, 4, you said?
Yeah,
Oh
4 years now.
That's incredible. But thank you so much for being here again, April. It's truly such an honor to connect with you. Oh, I love it. There's a kid
I'm being interrupted by the nephews.
now. That's even better.
That's all right. Yeah, it's
So-
all good.
All good. Okay, so if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from in Rhode Island.
We're in Narragansett, Rhode Island, right near Point Jewett, probably a 15-minute ride away. It's within the same town, and yeah, that's where he lived. We were in Pawtucket. He got the job as a fisherman after he took the class through the commercial fisheries of Rhode Island,
Wow.
and went from there.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's amazing. And so I wanted to know, how did you meet your fisherman and what made you think like this guy? I need this guy in my life.
Actually through his mom.
Nice.
It's been like well over 10 years now, so it's been a hell of a ride.
That's incredible. And
He's
so,
a good guy. He pays attention.
oh,
Cares.
yeah. Where does he fish? And can you tell us more about his fisheries?
Yeah, his name's Russell. We like to say fish out of Point Judith. Lands in anywhere from New Bedford to North Carolina, Virginia in the middle.
And what does he catch exactly?
Usually lately it's been the summer flounder because the squid's just not there, the Wallago squid. So sometimes it just doesn't show up.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of us can understand that frustration in general. And I was wondering, have you ever been on the boat before?
Not for a trip, but he's been on a few different boats, and I've been there just to kind of see, like, basically his home away from home.
Yeah. And so how has your role changed in the industry from the first time in your first season, or has it changed? And what is what is your POCF experience like?
It's pretty much the same as it was 4 years ago. Like, I was working at the time, but with the job change and everything, kind of switched roles.
And
Pretty much the same. Like, I do the same stuff as I did 4 years ago.
okay, what kind of the job change? Can you explain the job change a little bit to us?
Well, I was working, and he was a stay-at-home parent. Saw the class, it interested him. He's wanted to do it for years. Finally had the opportunity. Took the opportunity and ran with it.
That's awesome. And so within the industry, with what you guys are dealing with in your fisheries, what is something that's top of mind for y'all right now? Like, what is like a challenge or a concern that you guys have right now in Rhode Island and throughout the East Coast that he goes and fishes?
It's the volatility of the market by a long shot. The prices, say squid, for example, was $1.80 a pound. Now we're barely getting half that.
Wow.
$500 a pound. So it depends on, it's the market.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it's we worry about their safety and then we worry about the price. It's like that's just part of the package deal. So I definitely understand that. And it's crazy how the prices can change right when they dock the boat. I mean, it's you don't ever know really.
Oh yeah, it really is though. They'll say they're going out because they think they're getting one price. By the time they get in 4 or 5 days, a week later, or whatever it is, and they land it, it could be half that.
So in times like this and in general, in what ways do you support your fishermen?
Listening goes a long way. Listening, even just doing laundry, making sure he has the clothes he needs, a bunch of socks, things like that. Just little things that he's going to need. Fix his bag up, organize all the electronics together and everything, stuff like that.
Yeah. How long is he gone at a time? Like, what's the shortest amount of time and what's the longest amount of time y'all have been apart?
Usually he's done day trips where he leaves 3 in the morning, he's back by 5. The longest was 29 days. 29 days. He was in Virginia. He got stuck in Virginia because of the weather. I took a train once, and then I drove because I wasn't going a month without him.
Oh,
it was great.
How long did you get to spend with him when you took the train to go see him?
2 days. That I think was 2-3 days each time because he was stuck because of the weather. He had to go back out, and he landed in Virginia again. So luckily, the hotel was like right behind the dock, so that was good.
Nice. That's perfect. So what kind of challenges do you face as a partner of a commercial fisherman?
Not being lonely, but you always feel like you're alone. Kids are off, like I said, the kids are our oldest 23 and 20. The 20-year-old, well, 21 now, has 3 kids of her own. Then we have an almost 17-year-old son and a 14-year-old daughter, and they're off doing their own thing. So a lot of the time it's literally just me.
Yeah. How do you remedy that? Like, how are you able to find support when he's gone?
His mom's a huge help. My dad can come and clutch sometimes. And a lot of times we have like a small zoo between the parakeets, snakes, a legless lizard, turtles, tortoises. It's a lot of the reason why I get up half the time when he's not here.
I love that. Yeah. Having a purpose outside of just the general day to day. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And talking about, continuing on the challenges, is there any kind of environmental or regulation or policy challenges that y'all are facing right now?
Oh, I can't think of anything in particular. A lot of times it's the quota. Like if the market they open up the quota and everyone goes out. He's not the only boat out there. They go out, fill the quota. Everyone comes in, 6, 10 other boats. They're all coming in with 20,000 pounds of fruit. Some are flounder, and that's why the prices will fluctuate so much.
Who do y'all sell to? Where do the buyers sell to at the end? Where does it go?
Well, he works the town dock. I'm not sure, and that's in Narragansett. That's like where the home port is. And he's unloaded in New Jersey, New Bedford, Virginia, North Carolina. I'm not sure of the buyers exactly, but it all gets distributed to town dock.
Got it. And so switching from the challenges to the positive, amazing, special parts about being a partner of commercial fishermen, what is your favorite part of being a partner?
Oh, it's just the fact that you can say my husband literally does the most dangerous job in the world. And he feeds like 3/4 of the world population with it.
I love that.
Whatever your personal opinion is, like it or not, that it feeds over 3/4 of the world.
It's incredible.
That's a pretty cool thing.
Absolutely. I feel like, farmers, very important in general, get a lot of credit for that. And people forget about the fishermen feeding the world at the same time.
Yeah, it's like it's like basically the Wild West. Like they're really hunting, it's fishing, not catching.
Absolutely. So now that you've been in the game for a little while, what advice would you give to a greenhorn or a newbie POCF?
Be patient. It's not going to be easy. It literally, you want to, like if you've been with them beforehand, that might help out. But if you're just jumping in and that's already is his profession, be ready, but be patient. It's rewarding, but it's also the most taxing thing in the world.
And what, as a mom, what advice would you give to the partners of commercial fishermen who are mothers out there?
be patient because your schedule, like you got your own thing, you got to help take care of him, whether you stay at home with the kids or work outside the home. You have your things to do, but their schedule also gets upended when he comes home. Whether it's just they got to wait to take a shower because he's home or anything, you know what I mean? Like you're taking them to band practice, theater, whatever it is. Their schedule gets upended too. So just be patient.
I love
A
that.
lot of it's patience. Hurry up and wait.
Yeah, absolutely. I know there's so much that you can't prepare for. And then when it hits, when it's time, you got to just do it all at once. Like it's
Yep.
kind of like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I was just gonna say you summed it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And is there anything you'd like to add?
No, just thanks for having me. This being a partner of a commercial fisherman is not something I ever thought I'd be, but it is pretty great. It's an honor.
It is. It's so nice to be able to connect with other women like you and know that we're not alone and that we totally get each other on a level that friends and family just can't, because it's just different, whether you're related to a fisherman. I'm sorry.
That's just not your role in it. You know what I mean? Like you said, that's like the introduction to your podcast itself. It's like it just is.
Yeah.
Like his mom was a great help, and it's a totally different thing because she's his mom. I'm not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally different.
Absolutely. And then what an adventurous life, right?
It is. I'll give it that. That's what it absolutely is.
I have another question. Does he bring any home? Does he bring home seafood? And what kind of seafood have you eaten?
Oh God, so good. Like everything, like you can buy a bag of shrimp in Walmart and it's almost like wasting your money at that point. Like he's going to North Carolina and shrimp is big down south. So he comes home with 5-pound boxes of the shrimp and it's just absolutely delicious. Scallops, here and there, but not really too much lately. A lot of squid. We've had a lot of calamari over the years. The fluke is really good. Some monk. It's fresh. You can't get any fresher than that.
That's amazing. What's your favorite way to prepare seafood, fresh seafood?
Usually just deep frying it. Simple, bread it, fry it, drain it.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with fried seafood. It's like just
nope.
The easiest way to make it delicious too. One of the easiest.
Yeah, you don't have to season it. You don't even have to season it because it's real good seafood. You shouldn't have to.
Yeah, yeah. And shout out to the North Carolina shrimp. I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina right now, and my favorite shrimp by far is North Carolina shrimp. I mean, even growing up in South Carolina, and they have their own amazing seafood, but represent North Carolina shrimp. So
yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. So how can
you were just in Bedford?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
You were just I listened to the other podcast with that woman Stacy, and you're apparently in New Bedford. You're probably like less than an hour from.
That's awesome. I would love for you guys to connect sometime. You guys would hit it off. She's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah, you have to let her know it. Yeah, she sounds like a nice lady. She got that accent. You tell she's from here.
Absolutely. She's authentic. It's amazing.
She's got the New England accent.
Yes. She's got a big, warm heart, just like you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so if you're ever in the area, just let me know.
Awesome. I will. I'll connect you to. And so what is the best way for people to get in contact with you if they wanted to reach out?
I really don't have social media, and I haven't got around to getting on your forum yet, but I have an email.
Awesome. If you want, I can link it in the show notes, or we can have everybody connect with you in the forum whenever you join, and we can all just.
Oh yeah, I got to get up to it. I'm always busy, but yeah, you can just put that in the show notes. That'd be cool. Absolutely,
I will. Well, thank you so much for your time again, April. It's been amazing to actually see and talk to you this time and not just converse during email. And yeah, look forward to connecting in real life, hopefully one day, and sending all my love. All right, same to you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to the Partners of Commercial Fishermen podcast. To support our community, I'd love for you to join us by subscribing to this podcast, hitting the like button, and/or posting a review. And if you're a POCF looking for more resources on how to navigate this unique lifestyle, things from long-distance dating to motherhood advice, visit meganwaldrop.com. That's meganwaldrep.com. We can't wait to connect with you. If you want to connect with more POCFs just like you, join the private forum at meganwaldrop.com/private-forum. Or even better, if you want to hang out in real life, there's an all-inclusive POCF retreat happening this fall 2023. Visit meganwaldrop.com/retreat-2023. And you can find both links in the show notes. We would love to meet you. Thanks for listening today. Being here means you're a part of the POCF family, and we wouldn't be a community without you. I'm Megan, and this is the Partners of Commercial Fishermen podcast. As always, much love, POCF pride, and remember, you are not alone.